So
Is that the major hex?
yeah, so I start to see the future. I can't see my own future, but I can see other characters' futures.
Yeah.
Okie
So you,
dokie.
so how does that work?
Well, who knows? We'll see what go. Who knows? I'm
You
just
have
going
to
to
be.
cry. I'll just
You have to be very, very Yodo. Always in motion is the future.
indeed.
What happens with that hex is the GM says something vague, gives the player character that you have a vision of a Benny, and when the GM says that thing's happened, you can have another vision about them because you can't have another vision until the first one has come to pass.
Okie dokie. Right, when we left you last week, you were raiding the goblins, and people played very annoying adventure cards. One of the annoying adventure cards was bad guys get more bad guys, and someone then played Here Come the Cavalry. So, for those that are underground, you'd be totally oblivious to it, but to those up above, you're about to get swamped. Blame it on the cards.
Bad guys and good guys arrive at the same time.
You really need to reread Cavalry.
And if you're lucky, you won't know which one is which.
No, the bad guys have got red bits around them, and the good guys have got yellow bits around them.
The yellow guys become the bad guys. Okay, where were we? So
they've got yellow bits. I can see them on the combat tracker.
Next, F12. Bugbear Raider. Going to run. Oh, he's not going to get very far. 7 to there. And probably stabbing Jiminy's pretty cruel because he's not here, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh well, I'm already in number 1, so I might as well be in the number 2s as well.
Oh, this one's a bit faster. Oh yeah, I forgot you're already in the urine pond.
That took a while.
Well, as you're trying to climb out of the urine pond, you get flailed.
Well, as a Scotsman, it's absolutely reasonable for him to have a wee bath.
Oh, I like it.
I think you're just taking the piss now.
Right, time to kill. Time to attack the woman you're supposed to be defending, and you all ran off and left.
Oh, she's strong enough. See?
He's got some great dive skills.
She's fine, but Thaddeus, you're in trouble.
She's fine. You had to say that, didn't you?
See, she's merely shaken.
Not but a flesh wound.
Oh, bloody arm's missing.
That's but a scratch.
Damn it, you! I'm invincible! You're a loony. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
At the ending.
But still not better than the Princess Bride.
No,
Absolutely
nothing.
not.
Absolutely not. Okay, so what you got is a bunch of bugbears come obviously come into the clearing. They were here to actually oust the goblins, but obviously at the same time a bunch of guards who've been sent out.
Who've also been sent to oust the goblins.
Who've also, yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a bit of a clash. All generated from the encounter tables provided by a thingy. Very tempted. Wish I could turn run into a shortcut. I should have given the bugbears a shaman, then they could have just fireballed the the good guys.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Quite ridiculous at high levels. I do remember in AD&D once we calculated the volume of a fireball and then calculated the entire floor of the dungeon would be affected by the fireball. because the spell in first edition AD&D was in cubic feet.
It was.
No one ever realised how. Yeah. No, at
The
12
higher level you were,
Yeah,
the bigger the fireball.
it got ridiculous. Like, it's actually impossible to not hit the party in a dungeon if once a wizard got to above sort of 7th or 8th level.
Yeah, and then you get a flashback to Shadowrun First Edition, where you have to calculate flashback and blowback from grenades and stuff like that.
That sounds.
So the grenade goes off here, and it's got this radius, and there's a wall there. So that means this area gets hit twice, and that'll reflect there as well, which means this area gets hit 3 times.
Yeah. Okay. And then we got the goblin.
Yeah, it's surprising how many of the player characters' grenades were duds because of that.
Right, new round. Took me a while to finish sorting all that out. Off we go. Okay, so first things first. Thaddeus
Well,
gets
Thaddeus
the
got a
Joker.
Joker, but so did the Bugbears.
Yeah. Thaddeus got a Joker. Thaddeus is prone.
And smells of wee.
It smells of wee.
No. He just smells a wee bit.
No, he smells of wee. That's the actual effect I put on him last week. There's a 7 of spades floating in the middle of my combat tracker. I'm not sure why. It scrolls with the combat tracker. I don't know what's going on.
That's a bit weird. Have we lost Thaddeus? Has he fallen asleep?
No, I'm looking at things. So
he's on two. He's on 2 maps. You see, that's the problem. He's in the same boat I am.
It's not that. I'm way ahead of you here. No, the problem we discussed last week has come to fruition. So the Joker is on bat 1. So does that mean everybody gets a Benny?
Yeah, and everyone
give us all bennies.
Joker was dealt to PC, awarding bennies to all PCs. You all got bennies.
Oh, yeah, actually, you're right, we did. Because I only had 4 at the beginning of the
got bennies. Okay, right. Now we've got that. Now we've got the accountancy bit out of the way. Okay, let's. What's on the bat? So let's deal with the bat first and foremost. We'll quickly fly these things in and get them killed. About that. But they'll both move at the same time.
And I'm just checking my mic because my phone rang and it does that to me.
We can hear you.
Can hear.
Then it screw me up that time.
That bat hit the goblin dog with a raise.
And then some.
The bat actually manages to incapacitate a goblin dog. Who actually, mind you, got a Joker so that they can't interrupt you, so I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Right, so that takes care of them. Punches a small hole in the line for the players to take advantage of. Meanwhile, back at the OK Corral, he's going to be problematic, isn't he? God, there's an awful lot of them in there. Right, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to splash him with wee.
Okay.
You're just going to lie in there and start splashing.
I'm going to splash him with wee, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tendrils of wee using precipitation. I'm going to make it steaming wee. And
Wee
it's going to
chanting.
s- and
You're
it's
wee
going to
chanting.
yeah, it's going to nip his eyes, hopefully. Setback. He may fall off the ledge. Oh, look, he falls in the wee.
Seems reasonable to me, doesn't it?
And then what I'll do is I will climb out of the wee and start moving away from it. There we go.
There we go. So, Bugbear Raider number 3.
So yeah, I get out of the wee, and as I'm getting out of the wee, I jump out of the wee, cast a spell in the wee, it causes it to start steaming, and it gets in the bugbear's eyes, and he goes, and he falls face first in it.
And you've got a pace of 8, have you?
2 to get up. There you go.
There you go.
And then that's me done.
I need to take prone off you. Okay, Bugbear Raider number 1. Here's Bugbear Raider number 1. It's down here. Oh, he's got a Joker and he's going to attack. Yeah. With his Joker bonus.
Fine.
Down to 1 Benny. Goblin Raider number 2. Also attacking Trinia with the Joker bonus. Bit of luck there. She dodges that one.
I have no idea it's happening.
I know. You didn't need to run, so I'm going to turn the run off. Retroactively not run and just attack the soldier with the Joker bonus. All the damage with the Joker bonus. The end of that. Soldier.
War soldier.
Brings us to soldier number 7, who's here. Setback.
He's just seen his mate get killed. He's got angry.
You didn't choose whether you made him distracted or vulnerable. The wee covered bugbear. Want him distracted or vulnerable? He's probably distracted because you covered him in wee, but not answering. I'll make him distracted. Okay, soldier number 7 is just going to advance to there.
Oh yeah. Aye. He's going to be distracted. Oh, by the way, can I retcon something?
What?
Make him permanently distracted.
You can calculate him next turn, yes. Go before him. Yeah, go. Yeah. No, only because I can't bloody do it easily. Find him, you can dump the effect on him, can't you? And you know, I can't remember.
Is anybody up there fighting the bugbears from the PCs?
Yeah, Thaddeus.
If we ever get a turn, we will be. They keep getting better than we are.
Right. Soldier number 7 now has a longsword.
Here, have a card.
I really need to write an extension for this, don't I?
Okay, soldier number 8. It's a longsword. I've got to arm the bloody guards as I go. I didn't notice. Oh, this might be the end of a bugbear. That's a hit. Damage. Advance to there. He's going to come to here. He was going after Aki. Now he's going after the guard here. Hitting. Wound. Bear number 5. He's the one who's prone and smells a wee, and he is distracted. Yeah, actually, he hasn't got a counter, so it should last forever, so that's okay. He gets up 2, and then he's going to move. Whoops. Pull you around to there while you're cackling at him. Hit you with his flail.
Oh, bugger, it's going to go through the shield. Right, okay, can we... No, hang on. Can we A, get a Benny for just suggesting it, and B, take off heavy cover because it doesn't apply?
Oh, your honesty is impressive. Okay, so he actually hits you with a 10, not a 6, which is just a hit, fortunately. Bugbear Raider number 6 is going to...
Ooh, magical spell protects me.
Mm.
Move to there. And throw a javelin at Aki. Oops, that's flail damage. Doesn't matter, it's the same damage. Aki is unharmed. That gets us to Aki. He goes on hold. Turns himself invisible.
Warp.
Yeah. He vanishes. There we go. Makes it impossible to attack him. Oh, the wagon should... the minor wagon fort shouldn't actually have a top card anymore, so that goes away. It says to Leia on the dungeon map.
Okie dokie.
Dark, I believe.
Yes, I use my sense of smell to find my way around, and my sense of hearing.
He doesn't help with walls, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can obviously feel along the way as you're going, but you can't see what's coming. And, you know, there's nothing to stop you feeling feeling your way off the 150-foot chasm. It was one, for example.
Yeah.
But you do have Majenko with you, who acts on the same card as you, who can also see in the dark.
That's it.
So
Yes.
Majenko can lead you along.
Lead me. So I'm going to say, Majenko, lead me to the goblins.
So
Majenko will.
So in other words, if you want to be canny about that, yeah, you click on Majenko first because he'll show you. He'll go ahead of you and show you what's going. Oh, there's he flies around.
Oops, that I meant. Yeah, I didn't realise it was already open.
Yeah, the door's open. I shall accept that move. He's only got a flight of 8 anyway, so he gets to there. And obviously now he's lit up the way, so hopefully when you target yourself now, you can see it in greyed out mode, can't you? Hopefully. Oh no, you might not because it's physical. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, you can still. Yes, you say he can still lead you. He leads you to there, no problem at all.
So I take it you didn't put the fix in for vision then?
What fix vision?
I told you. The thread. You asked me about it last week. Anyway, here's how you do it.
If I click it on me, I can't see anything. Although weirdly, when I'm clicked on me and selected me, I can see everything around Gastus. I have no idea why.
He's got a light. He's got a lamp.
He's got a light.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. If you click off yourself, you'll see everything everyone else has seen. If that makes sense. Because you've got the ability to see through the fog. Yeah, yeah.
Party vision's not working.
It's working fine for me.
But when I click on my familiar, I can see, so it's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll use that.
Okie dokie. Now Trinia Saber use roll dagger on Bugbear and miss.
By the way, this stuff on the floor in front of me, is it just like gravel on the floor? Is it a blockage? What am I looking at there?
It's I believe is leaves, piles of leaves.
Okay.
Possibly bedding or something. Probably bedding or something for the dogs, because obviously it's the entrance area, so they probably guard it. And brings us to Vorka, who I can't remember where is on the dungeon level.
Okay, Vorka is going to step forward to where's the 6 inches? Wow, really? Okay, fine. Be that way. Step forward to there.
Okay, would you like to make a notice check, Vorka?
Sure, I'll make a notice check.
I thought you were being a little bit too convincing.
You get to make an evasion check as the whole ground beneath you plummets downwards, and you see as the bear trap activates, and you see all the sharp spikes at the bottom of the pit. Yeah, and then you get a chance to jump backwards because you made your notice check.
Let's Benny that. I really don't want to fall on a bunch of spikes. I really don't want to fall on a bunch of spikes. Come on.
I think the graphics I did use were rubble because I didn't have any decent leave graphics. So I had to hide the word.
There we go.
I had to hide the word pit trap that's on the map there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay,
do I get to jump to the other side, or do I stop from going in at all?
Basically, you tread full blown on it, so you can either jump forwards or jump backwards. It's your choice.
Now let's jump forward to the other side.
I will move you because obviously you were on the trap, and obviously until I move,
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, until I have now deactivated. Actually, the trap is there, so now I can turn off the leaves decoration now. Yeah, there you go. Oh, actually, I know they call it. Sorry, I made it a pit trap. It was originally meant to be a man trap, but I decided that was boring. I didn't have rules for that. I had rules for a pit trap with spikes, so it's a pit trap with spikes.
Besides, Gastus is the only man here. It wouldn't have got Vorka as a man trap.
Fair enough. Damn it.
Okay, I'm trying to decide if I know if the bats are there or not. I probably have heard them flapping around. And I know that What's-His-Face likes to summon all these strange and nasties, so I guess I will go ahead and put selective on my burst. What else am I doing? Extra damage, obviously. I don't think I need armor piercing.
Got enough room down there for them to spread. I spread out all the bugbears because when I positioned them, you could only ever hit 2 of them with a medium or large burst template. Down here, I couldn't do that.
Well, it's a cone template. It'll attack the least armored area anyway, won't it?
Yeah. One of the dogs is you haven't targeted one of the dogs, so I appreciate your honesty there. One of the dogs is free. Okay, go for it, sir.
Okay, yep. Bang! I think that's a hit with the rate.
It's really making out. Yeah, it's quite happy. I like that. 4 hits with races, but it only played 3 sound effects. I'm not complaining.
Because it's claiming 2 of them are out of range.
That might be why. I love the way it does that. Technically, they possibly... No, 10 inches is the range of it. Okay, Goblin Stalker number 1, 2 wounds, okay?
I forgot to add the extra die for the extra damage.
Well, I don't think it really matters on the first one. 2 wounds on Gib Gnome Chewer. Two wounds on Goblin Stalker.
Ooh, this may be more than 2 wounds. I think I've got 1 more if my count is right.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's your lot. That's your lot. Okay, so first things first. Dib Gnome Chewer has got 5 bennies, so he's going to use them.
Well, he's fine.
Yeah, he
I think he's...
he just invades. What he probably does is grabs one of his bodyguards and throws him in front of the fireball, taking the full weight of it. I'm going to use...
He sees all these hearts coming at him point first and decides, nope, I don't love anybody that much.
Okay, 2 bennies do not save his bodyguards, though. Then I'm not even going to try soaking 4 wounds. It's just beyond the.
Oh, come on.
Okay, that gets
Gotta
us.
get you to use up your Benny somehow. Crying out loud. Okay, and that'll be my turn.
We've got 3 left. Okay, Gastus, over to you, sir.
Well, sounds like you chaps are doing fine down here. I'll see what's going on up there. And Gastus will climb up the ladder.
Yeah, no. That is annoying. Okay, no, it isn't. Okay, 1 inch to get up the ladder. That puts you there.
Okay.
Obviously you can. Oh, you the doors around the back, or there's the hole that Sassafras made.
Yeah. Where's the door?
It was.
Well, I leapt through the door, which was.
Yeah, it was the door was there. Yes, yeah, the back end. Yeah, I just said round the back. I did mean the back of the wagon, not the back of the moat.
Yeah.
That's 3 inches to get to there.
1 inch. 3 inches to get to there.
Where I
At
blasted.
which point I will stab bugbear number 6.
You might have to. You might find you'll have to leap across the pond to reach him.
I do I? Okay, I thought he was within. I thought they were actually both within my.
No, look. If you look, he's 1 inch away from you. So.
Okay. Right. In that case, yes, I will leap over the wee.
Splosh. No, you make it.
I will leap. Yeah, I'll leap the way to there.
Yeah. Now you can hit him.
And now I'll hit number 6. Yeah. That one. What if he's going to be like that? I think I'll hit him again with my other weapon.
Yeah.
That's actually a hit because I forgot to add the +1 I have for using 2 weapons against a target armed with 1 weapon.
I think that was still a rule anymore. That was old.
It is.
Well, that was Swex.
No, it's still in there. I can look up the page number if you want me to. I didn't hurt him anyway, but there you go.
Yeah, please do, because it's a rule I never remember, and obviously I probably did with numerous players over the past. Because I remember there was a rule about it back in the day. I do remember that, but I thought they'd done away with that one.
It used to be the Florentine edge, but now
it
it's
did,
not,
yes.
Edge. And our genie will come up to this map as well, and I will end my turn while I look up that page reference for you.
Only because not because I don't doubt you. It's more the fact that it's like I want to basically, obviously because I've got ribbons, I'm going to mark it to remind me in future.
Yeah, no worries. I will find it shortly.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much. I've learned my lesson. I'm not pressing end turn.
I thought I already did press end turn.
Well, you did. It moved it onto our genie, didn't it?
I moved it onto our genie. Yep, good point.
Definitely learned my lesson never to do that anymore because it upsets too many people. Oh, I've got to give him a long sword. Can I just drop it there? Yes, that's useful. I learned something new today. You can. I relearned something new because I knew I remembered it and I got it and I've re-remembered. It dropped weapons onto NPCs in the combat tracker. Useful. Sitting there opening them up manually and adding it and everything, it's ridiculous. And all you have to do is just go, oh look, there's an NPC. I forgot to give him the mega death kill weapon. On him now. That's really shocking damage. So, he desperately tries to get into position to be able to save Trinia, but fails miserably. Sassafras Teaberry is up next.
And she's going to run.
Didn't I see you spending pennies to get cards? Still only ended up
And
with
it did
5
me
of hearts.
absolutely no. It did me absolutely no good. So she gets up 10. I would put. Go ahead and move me.
Sorry. GM was
Hello.
away from keyboard. There we go.
Oh, she's gonna pause for a minute and look at these guys and go, "Oh no." I use selective to miss the soldiers.
Okay, doke.
Okay, and I'll get these too. And I'm tired of
We went down the
messing
wrong way.
around, so we're gonna make this a little easier.
Okay.
And I got him with a raise.
Well, hey.
Okie dokie. Oh, turn on manually turn on the raise damage. And
I
roll.
already did. Oh no, I'm Benny in that.
Thank you very much. I'm just one of those rolls. Remember.
That's even worse. Damn it. Okay, well that was her turn, but Rudy, riding along with me, got upset at the running, so he wriggled his way out of my coat,
Yeah, carry
out
on.
of my clothes.
Yep. There we go.
And he's just a baby, so he's all excited. So he's going to deploy. I don't think he can use selective.
Yeah, I've already used 2 of the ribbons. Give you 3 then.
Indeed.
Indeed. There we go. Wonderful.
I'm gonna have to target these two.
Go for it. Hit some both.
He hits them both, and that's a breath weapon. It causes distraction. It's just fairy dust. So they're both distracted. And I don't have the thing to set that up on there, so you'll have to.
That's absolutely fine. Weapons, so they do get a chance to evade, don't they?
Lag.
Fail. Distracted. Second one. Second one. There's a Joker bonus, so he still fails. Distracted.
And
Okie dokie.
And that would be my turn.
All good. Right, soldier number 4. Soldier number 4 is way back here, but he can reach this one. And magically draws a longsword. Magically being he didn't have it until he appeared next to the bugbear. Soldier number 5 will move to there to defend and save Trenia from the bugbears.
Clearly, they're all in sheaths of holding. They look like daggers. Look like daggers until they draw them.
But they look like they're unarmed until they draw them. Oh, he's gonna have to run.
They're lightsabers, really, aren't they?
Not the way they're.
No, it's
Doing any
the
damage?
it's the set of gloves that Rannick. It's the set of gloves that Rannick had. You can hold one item in each glove, and you just go, "Haha! It's in my hand." No, it's not. That's where Rannick kept his spear.
Oh, I think one of them actually hit a bugbear.
It's very handy.
Hey, bugbear's finally
Hey.
been hit by a guardsman.
With a raise.
Didn't hurt him, but hit him.
And this one will run as well. Being an 8 is not enough to get him close enough. That brings us some combatants on hold. Oh, the Aki's on hold. Let's make him not invisible. Aki comes off hold. Maybe not. He's not here yet. Well, I'll take him off hold and I'll deal him in on the next round. New turn. Ooh, look at that. Benny's all round. That's the
Yay.
first T-Berry goes first. Joker bonus.
Yeah, she's tired of this stuff. She's gonna move forward a bit more. She figures the soldiers can handle those bugbears. And she's gonna bolt one of these guys.
Okay. Something I learned from Savage Spelljammer. If you when you get the opportunity, take the minor bolt cantrip. Being able to just cast a minor bolt doing 2d4 damage for no power points is very nice.
Mm.
Damn, I'm Bennying that.
Yeah, I looked at that and deliberately never took it because I thought it was going to be too easy, too not worth it.
It's nice. I don't actually have a problem with it because it costs you a power point if you crit fail, doesn't it? But otherwise, you just do 2d4 damage. I mean,
Yeah, you can't get a raise with it.
Yeah.
Actually, you can because you still make a spellcasting roll to attack, so you can get a raise.
Yes, but it specifically says you do no extra damage on a raise.
Yeah, true.
She got one wound on the bugbear.
You did indeed.
A useless spell, but fortunately, it's the only spell in the book it can make me not.
And then
spell
Rudy's close by here, so he's just gonna do this before.
Oh, that reminds me, actually. Something.
What, the talk of smelling of wee?
Okay. So this guard here was distracted by the breath weapon.
Oh, Rudy's all excited he got to bite one of them bugbears. Probably don't like to take. Holy crap, Rudy!
This guard here was distracted.
He didn't bite him. He went in one side and carried on chewing down the other.
Don't mess with baby fairy dragons, apparently.
Oh,
Rudy,
no,
there is such a thing as overkill. Come on.
Oh, joy. Get rid of that. I've got to get rid of that distracted 99 effect.
Well, Rudy just tore up one of your bugbears.
Call it cackle or something. I don't know. I need to come up with something else. Can't call it distracted because it's given them all 99 turns of distraction.
Mm.
Whoops. That was your light spell. I'll worry about that later. Okay, now you've done something, haven't you? I was so busy.
I wounded the one, and then Rudy just tore the hell out of one of them. He's like, "Oh, this is cool."
Okay. Bugbear Raider number 1 uses flail on. Yeah,
because that hash distracted is not the correct code.
Well, no, it's because I created a second distracted effect, and for some reason it put it higher than the other distracted. Therefore, it used that one first.
Yeah, you need to have a cackle distracted and a cackle vulnerable effect,
Yes.
basically.
Basically, yes, that's exactly what I need. And then I put in cackle, don't I, rather than cackle. And distracted, yes, I agree. With the text first and then the in square brackets, the distraction bit. That's how it has to go. Anyway,
Yeah.
Bugbear Raider number 1 is going to spend a Benny to hit Trinia. Bugbear 2 is going to hit soldier number 7. It wasn't distracted by the breath weapon. The end of that guard. Okie dokie. F12. So Bugbear Raider number 5, who is over here. Spelling of we.
He's with Thaddeus. Spelling of we.
It's the smell of we, brothers. They're just two urine-soaked people fighting each other. And that's him.
And with Thaddeus Cackle. They're the Cackle brothers. To wee, to poo.
Very good. Thaddeus actually no longer smells of weed because he's shaken. No? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it.
You avoid the flail from the bear.
I thought I might.
Healing illusion boost lower trait. She's already done protection.
So,
Highly
plus
enjoyed
4
this.
toughness is proven to be quite handy, isn't
Yes,
it?
indeed. The illusion has probably run out by now. Looking at the rounds. So let's get rid of the fire elemental. He's vanished. Okay, she's just going to attack the last remaining bugbear down here with her mithril dagger.
Doing a very good job of it too. What
Just-
a woman. Told you she could take care of herself.
darting deftly, and
Couldn't have managed it if I hadn't been in the same area.
there we go. Darting deftly, she just slides the dagger in between the ribs. That gets us down to Gastus.
Right, so first of all, our genie is going to fly over here. And is going to go all flappy up in his face.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to chuck your adventure card because I think it might be worth it.
Not sure why it didn't do the creative combat, but anyway.
Has to be at the beginning of a fight, unfortunately. That one.
Okay, well, the bugbear has suffered a setback.
Well, I'd like him to be vulnerable. I mean, if the setback can be he falls over and lands prone in the Wii, that'd be great. And then Gastus will stab him.
No, I've decided something more indifferent. But went down a rabbit hole.
Okie doke. Well, I'm going to spend a Benny on that hit roll because I want to get a raise.
Because Fallen and Wii gives you an even bigger bonus than it already does him being vulnerable, do you know what I mean? So
Yep. All right, that'll do. And then I shall poke him with the other weapon.
okay. Sneak attack time.
Oh, yes.
Don't know what happened there.
And then I shall wander over behind bugbear number 5 and just say, boo.
Okay, soldier number 4.
Bugbears aren't holding up so good this time.
Misses. Number 5. Okay, soldier number 5 goes, Tridia Sable, you're under arrest for the murder of the king.
Aha.
Oh no. We can't allow that.
And tries to grab at her, but it's an ineffectual grab. This one, the next one here comes up and tries to bungle on as well.
The reinforcements turned out to be not that handy then. Okay.
Leia, down, Leia, over to you. And Majenko.
Okay, then. I want to leap over this trap. Now I know that it's there, thanks to Vorka. So Majenko will lead the way. Majenko's flying, so that's not an issue.
Yeah, no, Jacko's fine. Which is why the bats just flew over it, oblivious.
Do I have to make a roll to jump
You will.
it?
You will have to make an athletics check to clear it. Yes.
I'll be banning that.
I like the complete difference there. Yeah,
Now we need that magic powder that disguises her.
You do know the 5 work, don't you?
Yeah, I didn't roll it the third time. I don't know why that happened. Oh, because it appears to have been a test from Majenko.
Oh, right, that's fine. Yeah, that's obviously... Oh, you've got yourself in Majenko targeted for some reason.
That's rather weird, but never mind. Okay.
Okay, so basically, after 4 inches of movement, you get to there.
Okay.
You can smell. You can smell. You can smell goblin. You can smell this whole area smells of goblin.
Well, I'll follow my nose.
8 inches more movement. By your nose, there's a goblin dog right in front of you.
Let's get that then. Right. May as well do that pounce thing again. I say that, but I've forgotten what I'm supposed to do for the pounce because I'm an idiot.
Okay, it's already done.
Oh, thanks.
Aye, so assuming you add pounds, it adds vulnerable, doesn't it, automatically?
It does.
Right, aye. Good, because I was looking at the code in that yesterday.
That's a hit with a race as you jump on top of the goblin dog. Yeah, again, I'm not going to try and soak full wound. What I'm going to do is notice I forgot to take the goblin dogs off hold, so they never actually got dealt into combat.
I was wondering about that.
This point, however, I'm just going to begin to attack you. And hit you. It's basically another. You smell a goblin coming towards you. Unfortunately, being able to smell the goblin doesn't mean you can smell the sword. That's the horse chopper that's about to hit you. But you realise it's just enough time to turn mostly aside, and he's shaken. And I'll move the combat tracker back to Majenko, and you can then end your turn. I'm not doing it for players anymore. I get in trouble.
I chucked a bunny to avoid the shaken, but I am still, so could you unshake me, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, soldier number 9. Soldier number 9 is over. Soldier number 9's here. Okay, we shall get red, and he's going to come over here. He's going to join the pylon onto Portrinia.
Cluster up there, cluster up. Come on, get there.
Longsword. Distracted. Let's do that. It with haze. Really? Really?
Toughness 10 is pretty tough.
That's better. Need to do that. Okay, next one is over here. Hang on, +1. That's a hit. With a +3 gang up bonus, that's a hit. Trinia is shaken. Basically, with the pommel of his sword, this guy just smacks his sword into the side of the head. Parry bonus also stacks from 2 rapiers.
It does. If
We
you're two-fisted and no,
Yeah, I
if you're
know.
ambidextrous.
Yes, we had this discussion, and
Yeah, I only know that because it's a bug in Fantasy Grounds.
Gastus is entirely built around wielding 2 rapiers for the extra parry bonus.
Yeah, so what you got to do is basically give one sword parry +2.
No, you give them both parry +1.
Yeah.
No, they won't work.
It does.
it does. I know it does. Done it.
And I'm doing it now. And it means if I put one of my weapons away so I've not got it out, I still get the +1 parry for the other one.
Oh, right, I wasn't working this way a while back.
It's working now.
Is that?
It's my
But
go.
if you
No,
do
it's not.
that and do not,
See, what happens is Mr. GM spends a penny to give his NPCs a better card. They get to go before you.
I used the Benny to make mine have a better card, and then I go before you.
Mm.
I'm on a king of hearts.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys having a
I saw you,
child?
I saw you doing that, being mean to me.
Oh, but by this point I'd already acted, so now you'll have to interrupt me, even though you're on a better card.
At least it's not supers.
You know, I cannot find that blood. Going back to not finding rules, I cannot find that rule about spending bennies to get another turn in your initiative, and I've looked for it. I'm not the best reader at times, so I admit that, and it's a long time since I looked, but I couldn't find it.
What a penny to go and hold.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's there.
You
I'm
mean
sure-
in the Super's Companion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's there. I just couldn't find it the other day.
You can only you can spend a penny to go on hold if you've not yet acted that turn.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, that was my agility roll, which was what did I roll? A 5.
You rolled a 5.
Did I interrupt him?
I'll find out now. I'm going to roll his because it's athletics.
Might have a Benny if I don't.
Yeah, you interrupt him, so you get to go before he hits you.
I'm going to entangle that lot attacking. What's the face down the bottom there?
Okie dokie.
With selective and all that other bollocks. Yeah. Got 'em. Now, do I want to make it? Do I get? What do I get if I get a raise? Something.
2 power points, 4 power points, 5 power points.
No,
6 power
selective.
points.
It's only 1 extra power point to select to pick someone not to be affected.
2 power points to cast it. 2 power points for area of effect makes 4 power points. 1 power point for selective. 1 power point for double range. 6 power points.
Why is it double range?
Because it's got a range. It's a range of smarts.
My smarts is 8, which is 16.
It's smart. It's a range of smarts, so you don't have D16 smarts.
Ah, okay. I'll let you off there. I thought it was smarts times 2 for some reason.
Some
Yeah, it's
spells
good,
are,
I
but
think.
some spells are, some spells aren't. You have to be very careful. And I'm an evil GM, so I make sure.
So it's right. I know it's going to cost power points. So it's right. So it's how many points did you say it was? 2 for the spell.
6 total. 2 for the spell, 2 for area of effect, 1 for selective, 1 for double range.
If you're an evil GM, then the Great Cthulhu is an Andrex puppy.
I know.
Now, do I want to make it do some? What do I get for a raise?
By the way, you've got quite a lot of bennies. I am not. You're making lots of good comments. I am actually remembering them and saving them for when we start.
Hurrah!
So don't worry, I'm not being mean.
Didn't think you were.
So
Got
what
a
are
great
they?
deal of point in
Which one
getting
are they?
them.
Bound or entangled?
Page 33 is synergy and environmental synergy.
Gastus Lenitus, are they bound or entangled with a not a raise?
With not a raise, they are entangled. Is it? Okay. 33 of the PDF then.
I've just picked up the physical book.
Ah,
Yeah, that you bound. If you didn't get a raise, you've just entangled them.
that's 35 in the PDF, so you probably want to go back a page from synergy or two.
I was looking at the physical page number.
Uh-huh.
It's not that. It's just again, I couldn't.
Not applying the entangled. It's not applying the effect to the targets.
That's probably because some evil GM haven't. Try now. Oh, is it interrupt?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't notice it. I totally, obviously, speed read past that, thinking that was the standard interrupt. So I didn't say it wasn't there. It was just I do quite like the way you entangled yourself there. That's quite cool.
Yeah, so because you can do it, doesn't matter if you've already acted. It just makes you worse off.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So you successfully entangle them all, and then you get hit.
I was going to maintain that power on whoever needs maintaining on this.
Which is 1 power point per person.
It's already been wiped. I don't know.
It hasn't been wiped because I've only just made the combat tracker onto you.
But the GM will need to click maintain those powers, keep everybody protected.
You are 7 power points. It will cost you to do that. You have to so after spending 13 power points, I hit you. Or 15 points of damage. Causing a wound.
Why?
This guy stabbed you.
Okay, then I spend a penny and soak it.
Well, I'm sure you do. I'm just, I just accidentally.
Pass me on before I can do it.
No, I accidentally.
GM.
No, I accidentally
He
deleted the entry.
accidentally passed.
No, I didn't press end turn. I haven't touched anything. All I did was accidentally delete the wrong effects. There you go. Have it back. Now you can soak it.
Is it 1 wound, not 2 wounds?
15 points of damage is 2 wounds to you.
He's not wrong.
Any wounds to me?
No wounds to you at all. Absolutely fine by me. Okay, so now we move back
And
down.
my cat's coming up the ladder.
The cat's coming back up the ladder. Okie dokie. Where's your cat? Oh, yeah. Okay. This is over there. Okie dokie. Such a pain. There we go. Right. Soldier number 1 has just failed to stab you. Soldier number 2.
Why are they stabbing me for? I just stood there doing nothing and they attacked me.
You can make a notice. You can make a notice check if you want. Oh,
We're escorting a known fugitive.
Didn't do anything. I was just stood there doing nothing.
Oh, fairy dragons are worth a lot too. One of them tries to grab Rooty. The guy who stabbed you, judging by the amount of blood on his uniform and the location of the blood, you're surprised he's still alive. If anyone, if the average person got stabbed there, they'd be quite dead. And the uniform doesn't exactly fit him either.
Oh, it's one of these guys. All right, okay.
Okay.
Actual people they're pretending to be.
No.
They killed the guard and nicked the uniforms, you muppet.
Yeah, exactly. They're not the people they're
Oh.
pretending to be.
That's enough. That's right. Okay, keep. There's a running total. Leia's getting 3 bennies. Everyone else is getting 2 bennies. Keep track.
Yay.
when the session begins. Okay. Soldier number 4 is going to move to here, and attack the other gnome.
They're definitely nomist.
Okie dokie. And soldier number 5 is entangled. He cannot move. However, he still can attack. Yeah. Unharmed. The magical protection keeps her unharmed. Soldier number 6 likewise can't move, but can still attack Trinia.
Oh, what's the code for stopping the
Console
logs
skip.
coming up? That's it.
I don't know what it is they've broken lately, but it's really broken something lately. Other than the party window, it's all about on clicking on tokens. Apparently, really breaks it. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Gals token thing is doing it. Yeah.
It's the what thing?
The one where it lets you select tokens.
Oh, is it? Oh, I have to turn it off then.
You're trying to track it down and fix it.
Okay. Leia, you have a goblin attacking you.
Okie dokie. Hold on one.
I have targeted Dibbit Gnome Chewer.
Thank you. Let me just attack it.
I'm getting old. I'm just missing rules these days. It's getting quite depressing. That's a hit on Dib Gnome Chewer. Oh, come on. One more attempt. Okay, after 3 bennies, and he's still got bennies to spare, he takes a wound.
Just a wound.
Just the one. He soaked one of the 2 you did to him.
All right, I'll label.
After spending 3 bennies to soak 1 wound. That's
However,
pretty good economy.
I think that Majenko will come in and have a go and all then.
Of course, because I do the console skip thing right at the start of every session, I don't see it, but I haven't worked out it was the console skip that's causing the token errors. Interestingly, I'm not getting any errors on the console skip. I mean, I turned off console skip, and the targeting still seemed to work. Oh, for crying out loud! That's another one.
You just every now and then it starts throwing errors.
Okay.
Once it starts throwing one error, it throws another error.
4 bennies. 4 bennies. Spent 4 of his 6 bennies. He's got one. Well, he had 6, and then he had 5, and then he got another benny because the bad guy's got a joker, so he still had 5 after spending 1, and now he's only got 1 left. It's not fair, you know. It's just not fair.
Oh, woodums.
It's all good. Right. I'll let you end your turn, and I'll go to soldier number 9, who is. Soldier number 9 is here. He will attempt to break free. Athletics. And fell miserably. Soldier number 10 is going to also come over here and stab the gnome. Just out of range. Soldier 11 will attempt to break free. And fell miserably. Bat number 1 is still alive. Oh yeah, so someone killed all the dog. Yeah, everything before
That's
he
crazy.
could. Ah. Did I? Ah, no, I didn't. There it is. That's a miss.
Oh, come on, let me open this sheet. Come on. Do it with this one.
Go for it. They'll have the same stats.
Yeah. Right, so that's a miss. But it adds gang up bonus. It's all good.
Doesn't.
Rogues to unshake. Shaken status is removed.
Hey.
Oh, now I've got a console error. Oh, back it off. Stop doing it. Attempted to index a local C image.
Is it? Oh, well, that's
Yes.
interesting. Now I know what the bug is.
Why? What is it?
It's the thing it's the thing that don't know about yet.
It's a thing.
It's the thing that you don't know. Actually,
so long as it's not a what's it, that's a really bugger to fix. But things are all right.
no, we are allowed to talk about it because he keeps making videos about it. It's one of these things. I get an email saying you can't talk about it, and then he makes videos showing it off. CM image is the.
Oh, right, don't talk about it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Talk about it. You're allowed to talk about it.
We are allowed to talk about it because he keeps making videos about it. CM image is the first person perspective image.
Yes, okay. Enough said. Right, okay, that's annoying. Right.
Because none of these NPCs have got one set.
Right, okay.
I've got to go through every Pathfinder module and add them in.
I'm going to have to clear that, close that to get the character sheet open.
Got 20 odd modules I've got to update now.
Right, okay, got it under control. Right, I think what we'll do is I don't fancy my chances of hurting him, so what I'm going to do is get a stun.
Oh!
Wee smells terrible. It's in the eye. It stings. It stings.
I think that's got to be what happens. We'll put you back in the way.
He's got wee in his eye.
Vorka is down in the basement.
Okay, looks like everybody's kind of crowded around the bad guy over there.
Indeed.
But I can't quite get there, can I? You know what? Let's go ahead and dart up there. No, let's not dart up there because I can instead go. No, I do want to move up to where I was.
Sorry.
Up to 6 inches. I just don't want to run.
Okay, yeah, fine.
I don't want to run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mage hand as a test against.
Oh, clever. Yes, like it.
So let us.
Now, halfway through your incantation, Thaddeus, you inhaled the wee that was running down your face, and it completely put you off. Unfortunately, backfires and gives you a splitting migraine. Oh, mage hand, that's an 8.
Little sound.
It is, isn't it?
Isn't that a pretty sound?
What's that going to be?
So if you're doing that with a mage hand instead of a wet willy, is that a wizard willy?
Yes, precisely.
Oh, you seize the moment. Do you want to make him distracted or vulnerable?
Let's make him vulnerable.
And then you get a whole nother turn.
And then I get a whole nother turn.
You seize the
I'm
moment.
going to step up here underneath all these bats. I will step over to here and give the guy a chop.
Okie dokie.
A sun chop.
That's a hit with a raise. That gang up bonus is helpful there. Oh, I don't think his last Benny's going to save him. Oh, it won't kill him. Okay, he takes 2 wounds.
Okie dokie.
Okay, who's on hold? Oh, the horse in the wagon, that's fine. New round. Like, oh, he got a belly back. He got a belly back.
Oh, gee.
Okay, Bugbear Raider number 5 is going to multi-action. His first, basically get a sweep. Obviously not sweep as in using a sweep attack, but as a descriptive thing. Do a sweeping swing with his flail so it connects with Thaddeus, and then he continues onwards to turn it round on Gastus. More like he just goes bonk and then sweep, does an uppercut under you. Right, 2 wounds on Thaddeus as he lands in the Wii again, and the flail comes crashing down upon his torso. Gastus. Won't hit unless he gets really lucky. This is AFK. He's got 8 bennies.
Gastus sees that coming.
Bennies, let's try again. Got 6 bennies, let's try that again. He just spent one of his own there, so I'll put this one out. Yeah, it's on 5 bennies and 1 wounded. I'll leave him if he wants to do it anymore, if he's forgetting to push to talk. There we go. Salutes them all. 4 bennies. I'm impressed. I'm happy with that. Taking 4 bennies off 1 attack. I'm very proud of that one. Well done, Bugbear Raider. Okay, Trinia Sabor. Unshakes. Trinia Sabor. That's a brave Sir Robin.
I hope she's got improved extraction.
They're all entangled.
Oh, good point.
Bit narrative. Has she got improved extraction? She's got a shingle runner, which is a name only she gets. Actually, it's quite a nice edge, actually.
You
know,
only
up
get
to
it when you've had the measles.
yeah. Actually, it's actually all it is no shingle. That's 4 bennies. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, she's just going to run to there. It's fleet-footed, just renamed. I've just noticed. Gastus.
Okay, well, I think I'd better stab this guy in the back. But I think first of all, our genie is going to flap over here and get all up in his face.
This whole session is going to be because 2 people played cards to add more monsters to the combat.
I had a session like that as a GM the other day.
So I'll make him vulnerable and take whatever's on the creative combat, please.
I don't know why creative combat seems to have died.
Yeah. Ah, he's shaken anyway. Fair enough. So I shall poke him with my rapier-like rapier. And we will Benny that. No, I wasn't rolling to hit him. I was re-rolling the damage.
You missed the little square, didn't you?
I did miss the teeny tiny little square. Okay, let's just re-roll the damage on him. And we'll do that again.
I can't see the creative combat option. Oh, creative combat
That's
on.
better.
It is.
Then I shall whistle for Aramis, who was dismounted about here. Get on him. And Aramis will run. not very fast. Which gives me 11.
Did you like the
And
way
I
you,
shall then-
you arrived on his horse?
Yeah,
On your horse, I should say.
I arrived on my horse, and then I shall use my offhand to lob a shuriken, which is probably going to miss. Oh no, it got him. Okay, cool.
That's not
And
bad.
I think that's not bad, but I think we can do better. I think we can turn that into a 14.
Hang on, what am I doing? No, I don't do it there. That, and then that. That's how you do it. Soldier number 9 is entangled. Break free.
And our genie will fly after me going, what? Where'd you go?
Tangled. There. Grabs a long sword. Thanks, Trinia. See. Number 1. Big Gnome Chew is going to get killed by a bat, isn't he?
Sorry. Oops. I didn't expect this to last this long. Right, so bat 1. Well, I thought he'd be dead.
Ha! He's dead. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim.
He is dead. It took him a long time to die, though.
Okay, that'll fly away. We'll quickly move on to Thaddeus, who will have to run.
Mega lag on there.
Oh, maybe not.
And don't forget.
2
inches to stand up again.
Yeah, I'll go for the run. I really shouldn't, but
Okay, so you get to move 6 inches.
right, 6 inches to there.
Yeah, I created a hex cat on 99 turns. Should be
16 inches exactly. We'll have a large burst radius.
Hang on a sec. Yeah, it's fine.
That exploded.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I was just testing your hex power on you to make sure it works.
On me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile back at the OK Corral. Right. Anyway, so what I was going to do was cast this. Oh my God, this pea is getting everywhere.
My
Now you're
God!
starting to. You're starting to swallow it now, dude.
Yeah. Ooh.
Chewy.
I think I actually
I was going to cast darkness on her, give her a big, massive cloak of darkness so she could flee the area and all the guards would not have nothing to do with it. But I can't. I'm just going to cry.
Where
dynamic.
you're spitting out a mouthful of piss.
I think this time it's possibly a floater. If he's spitting anything out.
Oh, God.
Just thinking, my cat, I might actually be knocked out by wee if I keep losing fatigue.
Mm.
You can't go more than -2, can you, on crit fails due to spellcasting?
No, you can't. You can't be
Incapacitated. Aki, you're up, sir.
You can wish you were.
Which I'm sure he does at this point.
Mm.
He smelt better when he was dead.
I'm beginning to think he might be harrowed.
No, he's only mostly dead.
Okay, that's 2, 3, 4. So now. 2 for everyone. 3 for Gastus, 4 for Lay. Oh, that's a wound. Nicely done. Let's kill these guys. There was a point where adventure cards being played to create lots of extra monsters just sapped my life away. And I figured it. Keep up the amusing comments. Okay.
See, this is where you just say, that's fine. We turned that bit into a quick combat.
I know. I was going to basically have them run away at the end of the turn because there's nothing more. The point was if they successfully captured her, then that would have changed everything. But at this point, it's all. But I want to give you those that have got the chance to have a massive. Is it? Yeah, we'll head down to Sassafras. There you go.
It's Aki's turn.
Okay.
Cease is still moving.
I don't care about Cease. He can't do anything. Just move him. I'll accept it.
Who's going to jump out and attack the soldier too?
He missed. We're moving on.
He can attack the dead soldier if he wants to.
Is he dead? Why is he alive then? If he's dead?
Stop playing with your food.
Soldier
Steve.
10's dead.
Soldier 2.
Soldier 2. He can't. Where's Soldier 2?
There.
He can't reach Soldier 2.
Ken, I've just done a run. 11.
11. Okie dokie. Right.
Pounce as well.
That gets you to there. That gets you across the river. That gets you to 11. That's not far enough.
I just hit these two with a havoc. And it was
There's a
like,
hole in the side of that thing.
Not big enough to get in or out. You had to use the door.
Well, he went in through it a minute ago. That's how he got in.
Oh, go on then, kill him. Don't care anymore.
No, there's sharp, pokey bits going inside. He was fine going through the other way. He can't get out.
Oh crap!
Sassafras, kill him.
No, I just clicked a button that I've just clicked the wrong button.
well,
on the
I've
combat
just
tracker.
distracted these two, and now you've got to do a strength roll to see if they blow back.
That's fine. I've just done something. I've just accidentally nuked the combat tracker. So the easiest thing to do is say everybody's dead, Jim.
Rudy was after Sassafras got
That's
3
fine.
of them with the
It's
havoc
fine.
spell.
Yeah,
Rudy was gonna
it's
fly.
fine. You lay them to waste, they run away. Job done. Okay, let's
Yeah,
get.
Well, Rudy was going to
It
put him
takes
to
a long
sleep
time.
because Rudy has a slumber spell, and she was just going to put him on to sleep.
Something's
But
gone
you nuked the
very-
tracker, so what can we say?
Something's gone very wrong. Can't work out what. Right, let's just turn off that. Oh, that's what's gone wrong. Let's do that, and then that, and then menus. Okay, add to tracker, add PCs. Menu, add to tracker, add allies. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to nuke that. And let's just put everyone down there and share. There we go.
I check the loot hoard.
Right, so let me see now. The bats aren't here, so we'll get rid of the bats. I mean, they are, but they're not important at this point in time, but everyone else is fine. Obviously, Aramis is upstairs. Let's get rid of.
Yeah, I didn't bring the horse down here.
Let's get rid of Aramis. There we go. Right.
Leia should totally
Alright,
get to the loot horde first, as Leia was down here.
You don't
Okay.
have Trina back there, Parker.
So, hang on. Party
She can't
sheet.
see anything. However, Vorka can.
But Majenko can lead Leia to it. So
One,
Okay,
two.
so she's led to it. She starts feeling around, and these pieces. She could have sworn she felt a ring just a second ago. No, there was
bollocks.
no ring. Honest.
and
One,
Vorka
two.
kicked it.
Let's try that again, shall we? No, I gave you conviction instead of Benny's by mistake.
I don't mind.
Did I lose voice again?
No, we
If
hear
you
you.
were talking, yeah.
Oh,
but if-
because they were all talking right over me, and I can't
They
be
were
sure.
just everyone was talking over
Yeah.
everyone. It was just mental.
Please, Mr. GM, can I have another adventure card? Because one of mine needs taking away.
And you know what? It would be helpful if I stood outside, wouldn't it?
Because you smell of wee.
Because I know, because Leah can't smell anything right now. Except me.
Oh, good God, yes.
Okay. So you're going over to the chest.
I have dark bargains, so shouldn't I have 3 adventure cards instead of 2?
No, because we're still novice.
Doesn't matter then. I just had 3 before, so I assumed.
No, that was because we'd had extras from card place.
Ah, yes, of course. Please excuse me.
Anyway, new session. Everyone's starting with their allocated bennies for this session based on the ones you've just been awarded for all your comments. Huzzah! Hello and welcome. Right, Leia walks over to the chest.
Yes.
It's locked.
Good Lord, Thaddeus, you stink.
Make a notice check, Leia. Okay. As you walk over to the chest, you step back at the last second because you notice that the area in front of the chest is basically a trap. Spikes will spring out of the ground and impale your feet.
Well, that's just rude.
You move round to the side, and that's when you try and open the chest and you find it locked.
Okay, search the goblin bodies for a key. Especially that last one.
Yep, Dib the gnome chewer will most certainly have a key to that chest.
Therefore, unlock it.
Okay. Okay, you unlock the chest. It's empty.
That's a very disappointing loot hoard. Is there any secret compartments in there that could have something in, or is it just empty?
Well, it looks completely empty.
I'll check for secret compartments just in case.
I guess
Why
make
keep
notice,
it locked if it was empty?
make a notice check. No secret compartments whatsoever.
Well, that was disappointing. Okay.
What's the rest of you up to?
Well, I'm complaining about Thaddeus' smell, but he's gone outside now.
Vorka
Take
didn't
that
think it was
head
that
down.
bad. Vorka is going to step over. He's actually going to use a stick or a rock or something to trigger those spikes so that everybody else knows that they're there and where to avoid.
Yep.
And then Vorka's going to come over and tip the chest over, tip it onto its back.
Going to award you a Betty for clever thinking. But of course, you're a goblin. You know how goblins think.
Of course I know how this works.
Yeah, basically, you tip the test over. There's nothing hidden underneath the chest. No, when you tip it over, it's perfectly good ground. I'm still going to award you a Betty for thinking like a goblin. You got to bear in mind, we be goblins. We have big chested room. All people will go to chest, hit traps. There's another trap in the lock that if you had used the key to unlock the chest, you would have had a second trap. It's a huge. It's just a trap magnet to basically hurt silly silly adventurers, not humans. Any of you.
Okay.
I'm human.
I know you are.
I'm human-ish.
Ish. You've gone over to the big, impressive, slightly old and definitely, obviously stolen off one of the wagons bust of a wild boar. It's got a
Yeah, I
number of
want to see if
arrows
it's
in it.
hiding anything.
It's got
Have
a
they
number of
hidden
arrows
anything
sticking.
behind?
It's got a number of arrows sticking in it.
So that's pretty gross then.
Well, obviously they use it for target practice, but obviously you can search it if you wish to.
Yeah, just in case.
Walker's sitting on the throne, is he?
Oh, absolutely.
Make a
Oh,
notice
hell,
check.
Walker.
Make a what?
Notice check, please.
Notice?
Walker. Yeah. You realise the seat of the throne's
Lumpy?
loose, moves, slightly offset.
What is it, a commode?
Well, no, that's where the treasure is. Goblins always hide their treasure underneath themselves. That way nobody can sneak up and steal it.
That was me thinking he was about to say goblins hide their treasure up their bums.
What diamonds?
Vorka will get up and pull the seat off the chest, throne.
There is a small wooden chest inside the throne. This also is locked.
I will open it.
Here, see if the key's on here. I throw in a bunch of keys.
Does that key open it?
The key, there is a second key on the chest that's smaller than the one, which is why Leia used the white key on there over there. So yes, it does.
Okay.
I was just going to delay these because I hadn't got the inventory tab open. But no, it was locked as well. There were two keys, but I was obviously okay. Inside the chest is 60 silver pieces, 15 gold pieces, and a scrap of cloth, which appears to be the design of the fortress.
The design of what?
This whole fortress. They designed it, obviously, on the cloth.
It's a map, basically.
A map, yeah, it's a map with designs and plans showing how it works and all his ideas and how he's going to expand it as he captured more wagons and attracted more goblins. On the back of it, there's lots of ranting about basically how the chieftain of the Broken Nose tribe is an idiot and all that. So obviously, and it was justly unfair that they were kicked out of it just because they were fighting all. But that seems to be it. But you seem to have, congratulations, I have awarded you. You've shared out the massive treasure hoard these goblins had managed to acquire. And, you have defeated the Dibs impregnable fortress.
And on that note, I need to go to work, so I'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Arrivederci.
Okie dokie. Now, I seem to close that off. All that because you got an encounter on the road because I forgot it. I had fun. Anyway, modules. Back to guide. We're into not guide. 7 days to the grave. 7 days to the grave. Damsel in distress. Tracker. Go. Back you go on to traveling. The rest of the traveling to Trots. The rest of the adventure to Trots is uneventful, and you arrive at an Trots is a relatively unremarkable roadside inn with bland fare and mostly vermin-free accommodation. Yes. As you arrive, you're met by Jason, a barrel-chested man who treats Trinia like a long-lost friend. He thanks you for escorting her, but he explains he's eager to be on his way back home. Varisia bids you farewell. She hopes for just for now, as she and Jansen ride north. You are free to spend the night at Trots or head back to Corvosa at once.
Well, we've been given money to spend a night here, so Gastus is certainly going to want to enjoy the hospitality of the place.
I'll bagsy the bath first.
Give him one of Gastus's bennies for that.
Oh, you can have one of his own.
If Gastus gets a chance to, he would certainly like to give Mistress Sabor a kiss on the hand before she departs.
Well, of course you can do that. Would not get in the way of friendship between a character and an NPC.
Friendship? Gastus is hoping for a little more than that.
Well, at this time it's purely friendship, I'm sure.
Of course.
Dirty man.
Gastus isn't dirty, he just has a healthy attitude towards sexuality.
Filthy.
But yeah, if there's drinks in the offering, in fact, Gastus will buy everybody a round of drinks. I'm sure 5 gold pieces should cover a round of drinks.
That's more than that, doesn't it?
I spent 5 gold pieces covers a couple of rounds and possibly the rooms as well.
Yes. House. Okay. Let's see if there's a map on that. Cool. It's a narrow village located in Strippy and okay. Right. That's okay. I'm just reading where Haas is. Okay. I've got information on Haas, that's fine. Items, modules,
So
Rules.
I take it you get 1,000 copper pieces for a gold piece. Is that right?
100.
100, okay.
Yeah, 100 copper would be 10 silver, would be 1 gold.
So you got 100 copper.
Okay. Food and drink. 2 silver pieces gets a gallon of ale. 4 copper pieces gets you a mug of ale.
Right. Well, in that case, I'll just spend the 1 gold and buy 5 gallons of ale over the evening.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because that seems perfectly reasonable. I am, after all, a follower of Caden Kylian, and I'm going to spread his joy between the party.
Aki will have a whole fried chicken, and I'll have two slices of dry white bread, please.
Excellent.
Right.
You got any turkles?
No. So in another setting, you might have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
No.
Come on. You know what turkles are, don't you?
Turtles?
Kevin knows. Come on.
This
And
must be some kind of...
the greatest British fantasy movie ever made. Hawk the Slayer.
Which I haven't seen since I was less than 10, so...
It's what the dwarf is eating around the table, and the giant comes up to him and he goes, and he says to him, "They're sugared testicles or something. They're just sugared almonds."
Yeah.
But he puts the giant off by going, they're turkles. Do you want one?
I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. I don't remember it, but I need. It's on my rewatch list along with Ladyhawk.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes, that's the giant as played by Bernard Bresslaw, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the most cringe film ever. Me and my brother watched it about 90 times.
Yeah. That's the one where the elf's got the jump cut power, isn't he?
Yeah, the jump cut. Yeah, exactly.
Kroll's better.
I never even saw it.
Kroll was actually meant to be a Conan movie, wasn't it, originally? And then there was all.
No, that's Kull.
Kull, yes, Kroll. Yes, I am getting the two muddled up.
Krull is different.
Which is the one with the 5 pointed chakram, not chakram.
Krull. That's Krull.
That's Krull. Yeah.
The horses that are actually fire stallions, but they're just Shire horses with fire in their feet. Yeah.
Anyway, Okay, so I gave you the so basically gallon of ale's 2 silver pieces. So as you say, you'll get through 5 gallons if you spend a gold piece. Bread loaf is 2 copper pieces. Cheese hunk is 1 silver piece. Dried fruit bag is 5 silver. 5 copper to feed your horse. A poor meal will set you back a silver. A standard meal cost you 3 silver. A good meal will cost you 5 silver.
Well, tell you what, then I'm going to spend 5 gold pieces, and I think that will cover everybody for the whole stay.
It sounds like it. You can buy a couple of gallons of ale and a couple of gallons of wine as well with that. Yep, sounds good to me.
Feed both the horses. Get a good meal for everybody, and generally have a good time.
Hey, for successfully.
Sounds like there's music, so I will pay the piper so I can call the tunes.
For successfully escorting Lydia to Trots, you are all Benny.
Hooray!
All this time we've been traveling and stuff, do we recover our PowerPoints?
Oh, yes.
Now, I wonder what will have gone wrong in Corvosa by the time that we get back so that everything will have changed while we were away.
Obviously, a good night's sleep is long enough for Thaddeus to recover both his fatigues. 8 hours. A point of fatigue. From a crit fail.
It depends on the fatigue, but usually it's an hour.
I know, but I have a funky feeling the crit fails from spellcasting is a bit more vicious, isn't it? Powers.
That would be awfully strange if it was.
I could be thinking of a different setting. Backlash. It causes level fatigue. It doesn't say so. Yeah, a couple of hours and you're fine. That's fine. Okie dokie. Well, it's an uneventful night.
Yeah, Vorka will stop drinking after 1 glass of ale or wine, whichever it is that is being served.
And Gastus will make a point to congratulate him on that, saying that it's never good to overindulge in Caden Kylian's boons, and he's impressed with Vorka for holding back and not getting drunk.
Wait, now all you got to do is turn around and head back.
Well, shall we? Says Gastus in the morning.
The following morning,
bright and breezy. Everybody else is clearly hungover. So Gastus will load everybody else up into the wagon, and he'll ride on Aramis and lead the other horse.
Yeah, I'm just distracted. I don't know if the jacket's a wee bit tight on me now. I think it's shrunk.
You aren't, you know, Master Wildsoul, you're supposed to take the jacket off before you bathe.
Well, I did, but it's.
Could be that 4 chickens you ate is making the jacket look a bit too tight.
It could be that as well. I didn't like to comment on it, really. I mean...
Okay. The journey back is uneventful. Got an ace of diamonds.
Lovely.
As you get closer back to Corvosa, it would appear you hear some people that are leaving the city. There seems to be some sort of talk going on. Seems to be something. Well, it would appear that a black-sailed ship sailed into to the close to sails upriver, and just before midnight. Before the ship makes to the docks, though, apparently the night's peace was shattered by a wooden screech, followed by the crash of a trebuchet being fired.
Are black sails of any particular significance in Galarian?
No, not necessarily. What is more interesting, and this is what seems very strange about it, was I've lost the bit I was reading on. The ship was shining a single yellow light from the bow.
Okay. Is that of significance in Galarian?
Does anyone want to make a common knowledge check?
Go on then. Since I don't have boating, because I'm guessing boating would be just as good in this situation.
That press is obviously got some weird theory, and obviously you're off thinking, it's probably
Hello, sunshine.
I have no idea what's going to be. I can't think of what's going to be a foul on that one. Without that, possibly it's a gnome abductor ship or something as stupid as that. But yeah, we won't worry too much about it. Yes, however, everyone else apart from Sassafras knows it's a nautical warning identifying a ship under quarantine.
The plague ship.
Identifying a ship what? Identifying a ship as what?
Quarantine.
Under quarantine. It's a plague ship.
I just like to point out, didn't we get a reading in all the cards something to do with something with disease?
Yeah.
And there's like a ship out there with a red flag on it. What's that about?
Yeah.
Yes. Fortunately, they don't know much more than that. That's all they've got. I should definitely take it, Benny. Thank you very much. But anyway, as I say, you reach the town, reach the city of Corvota mid-afternoon, and that's all. That's basically the only eventful thing that happens on your journey back.
Might be worth popping in to see Cressida Croft, since that's fairly near the gate, and see if this talk of a plague ship and a trebuchet being fired at it, because that's likely to have been done by the either the Corvosan Guard or this new bunch that the Queen's got. She might be able to tell us something.
Perfectly reasonable thing to suggest. I don't know, actually. That's an interesting. You're going to catch me out there. Let's have a read again. I've read this a couple of times now, and I'm still trying to work this one out. I think next morning is this one. Events should occur when they're out of town, so they hear the information secondhand via rumours on the street, or perhaps from girls from Cressida or another person they speak to thereafter. There it was. I knew it was there. I just couldn't remember what it was. Okay, so characters here. Okay, so yeah, here we go then. So basically, the only information that Cressida can give you is the official report. Obviously, because she gets reports of, she wasn't up at the time. She only gets the reports from the people on duty, as it were. But paraphrasing it, a sinister-looking ship refused inspection as it sailed into the river when it neared North Bridge and still failed to make its intentions known. The watch fired upon it and destroyed it. Basically, the extent of the information Cressida has. Obviously, asking around town with a bit of streetwising, you might get some more. You might get other information, or get information from people who possibly saw what was going on.
Well, I do want to head up to see Vencarlo, let him know that we succeeded, and see if he'd be interested in the game of cards. The one I'm thinking of, it's known as Pontoon in Aradon. I believe it's called 21 in Galt. I'm pretty sure he knows what it's called in Corvosa.
Certainly.
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
But
I'm afraid
on the way, I'll certainly speak with folks about what's been going on in the city over the last couple of days.
Okay. So the let me see. This person was basically guarantees you they were there and they saw it all and they give you the skinny on it. The Corvosan guard fired upon and destroyed a ship full of foolish pirates from Riddleport who had obviously hoped to sneak into the heart of the city under the cover of night.
Why do I have a feeling that's a little bit more than that?
Other information you get is basically again and again the sound of the trebuchets firing echo from the wall of Eodred near North Bridge, waking nearly all of North Point. Across the river in Trail's End, citizens wake just in time to see a sleek brig swiftly sink into the wine dark water. The rest of the night passed. Basically, anticipation of further events, but nothing more happened. Obviously, you can ask around. You might get some more information if anyone else wants to ask around. Obviously, Gastis has got his answer.
Yeah. Since Vencarlo lives in North Point, I'll be going to ask him once I get there.
Vorka knows some of the people on the street, so he's going to ask around a bit too.
I'm going to talk to the green people, the one that hug trees.
Okie dokie.
Secret language.
Vorka, the information you get is none of the guards who signal. Obviously, it's from what they've been told. None of them actually saw it. Is the information you get. None of the guards who signalled or shouted out to the ship received a response. Some say that no one was on board at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure I buy that one, considering it's sailed up around the corner there.
I mean, we could. I mean, how far away is a ship?
Well, it's sunk in the harbor.
Sunk in the harbor.
There must be some druids with fish powers around.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's just an event you miss because you're out of town. You know, more important things to buy. Obviously, people want to get traveled.
Yeah, I don't believe you now. Now that you said that twice, you want us to go and investigate.
No, this is one of those. I'm sure other things will come up. It'll distract you before you get to do that, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah.
Then plans of funding the escape with Rook after follow asserts poses more dramatic attempts to leave the town. He disappears after this. Then Carlo disappears after this, for the record. Overall, very confident trust in the group. He refuses to go with him, explaining he's too well known about town. His history of the monarchy might be drawn. As such. Yes. If you remember, he said he intended to conduct some private business and disappear into the anonymity of Corvosa for some time. So, in fact, actually, yes, he did say he would be unavailable. I knew I read it somewhere. I just couldn't remember what the exact terminology was. Yes, I'm afraid when you get there, you will find the place locked up. He did say, obviously, while you were getting the girl out of town, he'd go off and sort of ensure that he would lay false trails and other stuff to help to ensure that Trinia is safe. So he's off being, whining and dining and spreading false rumours. I'm afraid.
I'm never going to get that fencing lesson. But never mind.
you probably will before the adventure path finishes.
That's all right then. Well, if he's not around and this sunken ship seems to be a bit of a no follow-up for Gastus anyway, I shall return to the House of Lentinius to see if there are any messages that have been left in the meantime. Unlikely as that is, because we're not that popular.
That's who it was. Oh, okay, right, that's fine. There's an encounter I nearly forgot to let you have in the first book, and unfortunately I seem to recall I did, so that's okay. Great example of someone saying earlier, I don't recall them implying how important it was, but I could have been mistaken about the fact you'll re-meet the character later on. You didn't kill him, so that's okay.
I'm glad we didn't kill him, whoever he is.
Right. You get back to the house, and obviously you sort everything out, and the night passes uneventfully. So calendar will be on that now. Let's move to there. Let's put the login there. Just to remind us. Okay, but we'll move. That would have been the first night. Then you spent the night. Then you've come back. So we're now there. And okay. After awaking and having a pleasant breakfast, there is a knock upon the door.
I'm going to ask everybody to check around for my favourite blue cloak, by the way, to find out which cupboard Vencarlo put it in, and make sure I'm wearing that in the morning.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Yeah, you actually. Funnily enough, you do find it. Yes, cleaned and pressed.
Thought I might.
And Rudy found it first, and he's all tangled up in it, squawking away.
I guess it's not my favourite cloak anymore. I guess it's now Rudy's bed then. Fair enough.
That's hard. Okie dokie.
No, it's all right. No, if it's now Rudy's nest, I will leave it as Rudy's nest. It was my favourite, but it wasn't that important. I can always get a new cloak.
And Rudy did bite right through that guy in the combat, so he was really proud of himself. He's just a baby.
Anyway, there's a knock at the door.
So who's at the door?
Opening the door, you find I just closed it by mistake. I want to get the information back up just because it gives me a bit more background information on who he was. You recognised him. It was one of the former pupils of Vencar.
Oh, okay.
The drunken guard, if you.
Ah, yes, the one that challenged me to a duel.
Yes,
but we got him sobered up rather than having him.
Indeed, yes, indeed.
Can't remember his name, but yes, we got him
Growl.
sobered up and took him back, and that's the fella. made sure he wasn't disgraced, and we
Indeed. Yes, exactly.
we
You
are-
helped him recover
we are
from
s-
depression and alcoholism. Your
Yes, yep.
kindness and support has obviously made taken a mark on him, as he's obviously agitated and quite anxious and desperate to see you when as you open the door. Before you recognise him, and even before you get a chance to react, he starts.
Oh, thank the gods. Found you. My niece, she's sick.
That didn't help much, did it? My niece, she's sick. Oh, I forgot. Here we are.
Her mother's talking about
Nope.
going to the bank.
Try that one.
Can't afford the prices. I don't know what she has, and neither does anyone else in Trail's End. She's broken out all over in these red pox and can barely keep down food or even the swell that good-for-nothing herbalist gave her.
Now I can do that one.
Her mother's talking about going to the Bank of Abadar, but can't afford the prices those clerics would demand. Then I remembered how you and your friends handled yourselves during the riots and how you aided me, and I figured you could help again. A bunch of resourceful folks like you, I bet if you already didn't know how to fix this, you must know someone who can. Surely you can't just sit by while a child suffers, can you?
Yeah.
Well, Leah's here. She hears a child suffers and it's done.
Exactly.
Yeah, and well, hearing what the issue is, I'm going to go and approach Vorka, because this would be something perhaps his connection with Shalyn could help with.
You know,
Oh, Walker will absolutely. Okay, let's go. I mean, he's not even going to hesitate about it. Just let's go.
Then let's go.
Okay. So you're led to a small community in northeast of Corvosa called Trail's End, made up primarily of Varisians with a few Shanti and socially disaffected Chalaxians. Trail End is poor and a reputedly dangerous neighbourhood.
It's across the river from where we are, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we'll go across North Bridge together.
how close is it to where that ship was?
Probably not far, I'd imagine, if it came in the river at the top, because it won't have gone past North Bridge.
Well, keep an eye on this, because didn't one of you mention that those black sails indicated a ship loaded with disease?
Quite possibly, yes.
There you go.
Okay, well, I'll go see if there's a connection.
Yeah, so you have to go across the North Bridge.
In fact, pretty close indeed, because of what V4 actually is.
Yes,
I'd
exactly.
imagine.
That's the reported area that it occurred. Yes.
Round about there is where it was sunk.
Well, just keep that in mind as we check this child out.
Mm.
Okay. As you move through Trails End, the criminal element is obviously you're heading to HO5. The criminal element is impossible to ignore in the face of dozens of toughs and thugs who loiter on the street, mostly Scansy brutes, the local crime gang, who call themselves the Bashwater Boys and prey exclusively upon the Chalaxians and other outsiders. So obviously they're all eyeing you up.
Well, definitely, because Gastus is of Chalaxian descent.
Knowing most cities' folks' distaste for Varisia's natives, the natives of Trail's End return such prejudices in keeping a community that thrives off Corvosan coin but revolves the city all the same. So there you go. It's very nice. Okay. Too much about that. The home is a squat 2-story wooden building in desperate need of repair. Overall, the building feels like a home of a family too busy living to bother with the tedious chores. Inside the house is remarkably clean and well kept, filled with worn furniture and decorated with the crafts and scribbling of children. Taste, yeah. So you wouldn't know that bit, but you might find out later. Okay. So get there. You can do that. When you reach the home, there's two boys. They're playing quietly in the living room, where you can hear coughing coming from upstairs. Every few minutes, a spasm of ragged coughing fills the house. When you get there, there's also somebody. There's already somebody inside the house.
That is a priest of Abadar, isn't it? He's got the key to the bank round his neck.
Yeah, he looks from your correction there. You reckon he is an acolyte from the Bank of Abadar. He's in the kitchen with a bag of herbs, brewing some concoction. Smells of cinnamon and aniseed.
Roughly how old is he? I mean, the reason I ask is, in Gastus's background, he trained as an acolyte at the Bank of Abadar and came out for various reasons. But would he be around about the same age as Gastus, 24, and therefore somebody Gastus might have actually trained with and know?
He's older, about 30.
He's older. Okay, right. So he'd have been one of the senior acolytes when I was. So he might know me, but I'd be less likely to know him, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Growl, a look of displeasure comes across Growl's face, and he strides upstairs. Meanwhile,
Walker will follow him.
Well, as you started heading up, it's obviously.
I'm going to go to the banker.
Why did you bring a healer here and an Abadarian one at that?
You can hear this
count
down.
the ticks of the clock like copper. I told you I would handle it.
I know, but Growl, she's sick. She just keeps
This
getting
one
worse.
is.
And I wasn't going to lose my baby for doing nothing.
That's obviously what Volker hears as he goes upstairs. I'm going to focus with the downstairs bit first, then we'll go upstairs with Volker. Okay, so yeah, he's attending a kettle boiling on the kitchen hearth. Obviously, again, like who wouldn't go upstairs? But obviously, he's waiting for them to come downstairs. But with Volker up there, we'll deal with that in a minute. That's okay. He looks about 30 years old, but he's still only a low-ranking priest in the Church of Abadar. Okay, we don't care much about that. I don't care much about that. So yeah, I don't think I've actually got any. I think you're going to have to listen very to him. So here we go.
Greetings. I am Ishani of the Grand Vault of Abadar. And you are?
Gastus Lantinius.
He nods and he nods and obviously looks at the others. What else? What's did you say? Obviously, Volker's upstairs. We'll deal with that in a second.
How much are you charging these people, banker?
Now, hang on. Going to let's give you some information before you say that. But anyway, okay. Actually, no, I can go with that one. I'm not going to worry. No, she's got to offer. I forgot to check this bit earlier. I'm not even going to use his lovely voice. So he looks a little taken aback. You get the impression there that he's possibly frustrated with the church's restrictions on offering healing magic without payment. He's obviously implied he knows he can't offer actual healing without seeking payment, and the use of the use of herbal remedies and other methods of fighting illness are his way of skirting the system for folk who need his aid yet cannot afford the church's rates.
Well, we wouldn't want the chief banker to pull you on not following the order of numbers correctly, would we?
What's truly troubling to me is not that she's ill, but that I do not recognize the exact combination of her symptoms. I fear this may be the harbinger of a new disease.
Just had to get in there. He will look taken aback from what you said, but obviously I wanted exactly how he's going to say it, so I wanted to put that in. So obviously he taken aback, and then obviously points out that he's never seen anything like this, and it's like that. So obviously Borka's gone upstairs to taste Soldero, the mother of the niece, who I've managed to lose the name of already. Oh, Brianna Soldero. She's nearly 40, but she possesses a simple beauty scarcely hidden by her dishevelled appearance. Yeah, and it's obviously apparent she hasn't slept for probably hasn't slept for quite some time because of concern for her daughters driving her. She welcomes she sees the holy symbol of Vorka around her neck, and she welcomes you sincerely. Even ignoring the fact you're a goblin, she can tell you're a priest of you can tell you're a priest, and obviously that's all she cares about right now. She tells you she knows nothing about how her daughter became ill. As the girl has drifted in and out of consciousness since she succumbed to the disease. I've lost my frame.
I've tried magical healing on her.
Can't afford it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge for it.
Sorry, I don't know the. Yeah,
You're downstairs. You're still dealing with the bank dude.
Once. Okay. She knows not how her daughter became ill as the girls drifted in at consonance since she succumbed to the disease. So basically, obviously they were coming out as you're coming in. So, she invites you upstairs with her to see the daughter. The creaky steps open into a bedroom loft above the main room of the Soldero home. A young girl lies on one of the beds, a frame dwarfed by the bed size and the pile of pillows, afghans and quilts surrounding her. Splotches of an angry red rash cover her face and arms, appearing in irregular shapes and sizes. Suddenly her restlessness is interrupted by a violent fit of hacking coughs that jerks her entire frame, lifting her well off her pillows. The spasm passes after a moment, dropping her back onto the bed, but seemingly having done little to ease her breathing. You fear that you fear if she doesn't receive healing or some other treatment soon, she's likely to die within days. So obviously you can heal her on the spot with a healing with neutralized poison or disease power modifier, apparently. Or you could head out to his quarters to secure a potion, or you could pay the priest
because I don't know how long she's been sick. I'm going to throw in the greater healing part of that. Maybe we can heal any damage to her lungs or what have you.
Okay.
And because I'm feeling a little showy, I'm going to throw in a glow on top of that. I will be spending all 15 of my power points on this casting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have the neutralized poison?
I do. Let's penny that. I want a fancy schmancy. Actually, you know what?
Fair enough.
Let's really just do this. There we go. That's better.
Okay. Within moments, the blotches start to disappear. As as the glow fades, so do the blotches. Tace is the mother is overwhelmed with joy. Brenna wakes almost immediately, slightly befuddled. And then she just looks at her mother and asks if lunch is ready yet. The heroes. Okay, Vorka immediately becomes Tace's personal hero, and she proves very animated and affectionate to you, Vorka. It takes you. It's probably a fair bit of squirming before you can escape the relieved mother's hugs. Growl comes
Oh, I'm
downstairs.
sure.
Growl comes downstairs with a big smile in his face, making it quite clear, sort of at the same time with a bit of distaste in his voice, to Ishani basically says, "Yes, you're not needed. Your useless concoctions are not needed here." So, let's have the adventures. Tony, Ishani obviously it doesn't seem to be offended by Growl's attitude. Even with everything you've said, he's obviously he's still amiable and polite to the family and obviously yourself, Gastus, because you engaged with him. He suggests that some of his more charitable work sometimes requires the aid of those outside the church's rigid hierarchies, and asks whether you might be amenable to contact. You might be amenable to allowing him to contact you in the future.
I will happily give him the address
Absolutely.
of the Lantinius house,
Yep.
and will put forward to something that he might want to suggest to the keeper of the vault. That if this disease is something that might spread, especially considering the quarantine ship that was recently sunk in the harbour not very far from here, which could be where the disease came from.
It was only sunk yesterday.
It was exactly. It was only sunk yesterday, but if somebody made it to shore from that ship, there could be something spreading, and this is one of the places they may have come to shore, considering where it was sunk. Perhaps the Church of Abaddon might consider accepting promissory notes from those that are less well off for services rather than gold. After all, I know from my time within the bank, the church is always seeking new converts, and dead people are very hard to get to come to services.
He does smile at your suggestion there. You get the impression that he very much has a view along the same lines. He nods and says he will pass that on. He also, as he goes, he basically also says to you that he can be found at the Grand Vault of Abadar should you ever have need of his good services.
Very kind of you, Brother Datry.
With that, thieves.
Is the third window on the novices' floor still fitted with the latch that doesn't quite hold?
I don't know if he don't. I'm going to have to say yes for that one, aren't I?
So I'm just making that up because
I know you are.
That's the way that Gassis used to sneak out to go and meet girls. Then should we not want to come into the front door to cause you problems with the
but don't forget that would get you into the novice, the wrong area, isn't it? Because I mean,
absolutely. But once you're in the building, you can wander around like you're supposed to be there, can't you?
Well, no, because obviously you won't have the robes unless she's kept them. But Shani looks a bit surprised. He obviously didn't know about that one, so he's going to have to go. He looks a bit taken back. Goes, I shall go and have to check that, with a slight smile upon his face. Okay, once you've said,
until we meet again, Brother Dartry, and your charity has not gone unnoticed, though. I'm glad you were not offended by the lady's actions. Emotions run high when children are ill.
It was the dad.
It was the dad, was it? I think then, yeah, emotions. No, I'll say that about
the uncle.
Grow's action. Yeah, about Grow's actions. Emotions run high when children are ill, and well, the bank's ways do tend to favour the rich over the poor.
He invites you to come back with him to the church now, if you so wish.
I'll check with everybody else. And I'm assuming somebody here is going to be trying to find out what that girl was doing before she got ill to see if we can find out where it is. And then if we want to split our investigations, I'll go with him back to the bank. If anyone else wants to come with me, or if you guys want to stay here and investigate, what do you reckon?
I want to go someplace where I can get a bath and wash any germs off me.
Well, probably the closest place for that is back to the house, but
Where do we need to? I mean, I can't really investigate anything here, can I?
you can, because you can ask the girl what she was doing before she got ill. Did she pick anything up from the shoreline or anything like that that might have had something from that ship? Because that. If this is an unseen disease and we've got ships coming from points unknown, that's where it's most likely to have come from. So, what's she interacted with that before she got ill that might have got her ill?
Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not the guy for the job.
Mm.
Otherwise it'll be we have ways of making you talk. I don't
Oh,
think it's gonna
in
go
which case, I'll tell the priest. I will join him there later. But I have a few questions I want to ask here first,
Yeah.
if he doesn't mind.
No, it's fine. He nods and says, "I shall walk slowly." He says with a slight smile on his face.
Very well, brother. Very well. So, what was the girl called?
Brianna. Oh, I actually do have a picture of them. I did have a picture of the mother. God, someone went to the effort of drawing them. I should really share the picture, shouldn't I?
I'm not sure we ever got the girl's name.
Brianna.
Okay.
Brianna, I should say. Sorry. There you go. Share. It gives you their names. You see if I share the images. There we go. So let me see. Despite the tensions, pinch herbalist condition only worse. After a long night brought little respite, it was clear that Brianna's condition was dire indeed. Tay sent her sons into the city to schedule a visit from the cleric of the Grand Vault of Abadar, which of course he turned up today. And well, she called on her departed husband's brother, Brow, her only other family in the city. So that's basically so she came home. There we go. She came home ill. She came home and then was ill in the evening, and obviously got worse as the night went on. Sent the family out. So today she's got those red marks all over her.
Did someone curse her?
So I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Brianna. I'm glad young Master Vorka was able to help you. Can you tell me, did you do anything new during the day before you got ill?
She shakes her head.
Well, where were you then? If it was nothing new, did you find anything interesting? Where do you normally go on a day? Where were you that day?
She just shrugs. Nothing new. Didn't do anything.
That's definitely worth a penny. Come now. I promise I won't tell your mother or your uncle what it was you were doing.
I was
if you got sick. Other people might also get sick if they do the same thing, and we'd rather they didn't. I mean, think about how you felt. Would you like other people to feel that way?
Because I would tell you if I'd done anything. I was just out and about, running all over the place. We just run all over Trails End. I didn't do anything unusual. I can't think of any. I don't know of any reason why I could have got sick.
And
Did you
Rudy comes flying up and flitters around her a bit, which is because he's so cute. And then Sassafras will pipe up, well, did you do anything down by the shoreline at all?
Oh, I went all over and met with other friends, and they went. We went all over. I just don't know of anything. No,
did you
we
find
didn't.
anything?
No,
Did you ever pick things
no,
up off the shore?
no, didn't touch anything. Find anything? Didn't
Oh,
touch anything.
sweetheart, we're not trying to find out if you touched anything to get you in trouble. We're trying to be helpful. And it's really important if you tell us if
Wait,
you found anything or picked up anything, especially along the shoreline.
My persuasion check. I know. I'm waiting to hear what Vorka says.
Yeah, Vorka just kind of sits up there next to her. She's even bigger than he is, probably. Vorka just sits up there next to her and is like, I remember playing with some things that I shouldn't have whenever I was little. It got me into a lot of trouble. So I understand why you might be worried, but I really do think that these people are trying to help. Is there anything you can tell us?
Gastus obviously being very nice, and she's going, no, nothing. I didn't do anything. And Sassafras being equally nice, and with you're both successful, apparently successful role. She goes, no.
I mean,
Then Vorka kicks in, and she takes after Vorka finishes, she bites her lip and goes, Esther cursed me.
Who cursed you?
Said that someone cursed her.
Esther. The goddess Desna cursed me.
That doesn't sound like something that Desna would do. Why would Desna curse you, child?
I've lost it. I had it just now and I've lost it again. It's back a page. Yeah. Persuasion -2, you see, and I love that because it's like, well, I'm not to the UFO because you don't know. Persuasion -2, yeah. Ultimately, the characters aren't. Ultimately, the characters aren't expected. Love this one. Ultimately, the characters aren't expected to discover this. I love that. It's only a persuasion check at -2.
But we have, so
yeah. Basically, she. It shouldn't derail the unfolding plot. That's fine. So I am looking for. I love the way it's just spread out over multiple pages. This bit, so the pertinent information is in a completely different place. Here it is. The curse me because basically she basically shocked at she was basically in an alleyway near her Trails End home when she found a small but bulging belt pouch. When she opened the pouch, she found 50 silver coins inside, the largest fortune she'd ever seen. Shocked at her good luck and thanking Desna, she raced into North Point, intent on spending every coin of her unexpected windfall as quickly as she could. Ouch. Which is that bit. And then I've now got to find the other bit. I'm here, GTG, but let these flow before I go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okie dokie. Now we're on to... Terrible. Persuasion coaxes. She's worried. You think the reason she believes Desna cursed her is as a punishment for not sharing the coins with her family. She obviously spent them all with friends, apparently.
And where did she find the coins?
In an alleyway near her house.
But you already spent them, child, and you spent them in various places in North Point?
Basically, yeah. It doesn't make it clear in any way, shape, or form if she's got any of the coins left, and the fact that she thinks she was cursed because she spent, she didn't share the coins with her family who could have needed them.
Suggest that she spent them all. Yeah.
Suggest she spent them all. Yes.
And if those coins are the source of the disease, it's now scattered around North Point.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something that's been maybe washed ashore from the ship?
A bag of 50 coins wouldn't wash ashore, but if it was somebody that swam ashore and might have dropped them. But even then, 50 silver pieces is quite a lot of money.
White says the fact if you find out about the coins, it doesn't really matter because trying to track down 50 silver coins in a city, do you know what I
mean? Yeah.
That just tells us that if that's the source of the disease, it's already spreading.
Basically, yeah. Which is possibly a good thing to talk to Thingy at the temple about.
It is rather. Let's catch up with Ishani Datri and say we've got a possible vector for the infection, and it's silver coins that have already been disseminated through Corvosa. Good luck tracking them down.
Found a bug.
But you are the Bank of Abadar, aren't you?
That's interesting.
We need to buy a large amount of vinegar.
I just remembered what I forgot to do. Sound pack for this week. Finish updating the sound pack. I got distracted, but stupid, really cool game. I got distracted by.
Yeah, we need to buy a large amount of vinegar to make sure we wash all of our coins in it.
Okay. Curse of the Crimson Throne. 7 days to the landscape. Need. I've been sitting here all day going, I'm sure there's something I need to do before tonight's session, and I've just remembered what it is.
Now that it's too late.
Now that it's too late, yeah. Now it's too late, yeah. Okay, so if we do that, and we go, then we go, and okay, we do that. Okay, that tells me what I need. Thank you. So, just needed to work out what I needed. Just checking stuff. That's fine. Okay, so it is. Okay. Actually, when you reach the Temple of Abadar, you've caught up with Ishani. He did walk slowly, and he's most concerned at what you said and feels that they need to be they need to speed up. Towering over the surrounding buildings, the Grand Vault of Abadar offers a radiant vision of divine luxuriance amid a sea of mortal troubles, as its grey-veined white marble reflects the midday sun. There's little question that the place is a house of a god. Yet, for a deity of law, the steep steps and ramps leading up to the temple's great bronze doors offer a strangely discordant scene. Dozens of citizens, mostly working class, and although the silks of a few merchants show through the crowd throng the entry, scarcely being held back by a group of gold-armoured Aberdonian clerics. All seem intent on gaining entry to the temple, but the clerics turn away nearly all comers. The cleric's reasoning becomes clear as one desperate believer is turned away, his pitiful countenance mottled with violent red sores.
Look like the sores on the little girl?
Exactly like the sores on the little girl.
Was already spreading.
It seems if it was those coins, it's already too late to prevent them from spreading.
Oh dear. What have we got to do? We've got to save this town from the plague.
I feel this would tax.
I shut all the
And-
bridges down.
This will tax any number of priests.
So, yeah, upon arrival, you witness the temple guards turning away all comers who show signs of the disease. Others who you suspect have less urgent business in the temple must fight their way through a disease-ridden crowd and undergo the guards' brief questioning for that purpose. So,
Just them fighting through the people who are carrying the disease and then getting into the temple is going to spread it into the temple.
indeed. So if you
The second window on the novices' hall, I shall say, Kashani.
I thought you look in that direction. There seems to be many more. The whole area is thronging with people coming in, and there's obviously a state of panic and shock. I think it's a good place to leave it today. I think it's a good cliffhanger to leave it on.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I've never. Oh yeah. So the artwork is a bit disturbing. I have to be honest for this one. But gives you. I think it's a little more excessive than it needs to be. It really is at this point. But here you go. That's obviously meant to be the party healing and obviously keeping everyone else back. So that's Hask keeping him back while Leb's at the back there, and I'm not sure he's doing the healing actually. But we shall leave it there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's doing the healing there, but
We're going to heal everyone while we're going to have to heal them one at a time and hack to death all the people who can't wait.
It would appear so.
That's healing word.
That's a lot of PowerPoints to heal that many people. I think I would suggest that neither Aki nor Vorka show off any healing powers just at the moment, or we'll get mobbed and killed.
Indeed. I think that's a good place to leave it, though. It's basically...
So, in next session, we obviously get Benny's reset and...
yes.
Your adventure cards.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, I'm not... You've all got nice amount of Bennies. I'm not going to reset cards or Bennies for the next session. You've earned them all. I don't feel you should lose them just because of that, so...
Thank you very much.
Very kind of you.
How long has it been? How many PowerPoints has Vorka recovered, considering he did spend all of his power?
I shall say it's an hour, so you get 5 back.
Okay.
And obviously, save them and decide what. Yeah, spend more in it next week. No one's played any cards since I reset them, have I? So I'm thinking. So we'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed today, and next time next time I'll have everything planned out properly. So.
I'm a bit stunned because I don't know how we're going to get out of this one.
Freddie, for one, had a grand time. He got his first kill today.
Indeed. Well, we shall leave it there. We shall fade away on the unwashed masses, as they're called, and see you all next time when we'll find out what the party will do. Thank you very much. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.